Yes, character analysis. Kurtz, one of the most enigmatic characters in 20th century literature. Kurtz is a petty tyrant, a dying god, an embodiment of Europe, and an assault on European values. These contradictory elements combine to make Kurtz so fascinating to Marlowe and so threatening to the company. The two-sided mask of Kurtz. Well-known American novelist Nathaniel Hawthorne once said, "No man for any considerable period can wear one face to himself and another to the multitude, without finally getting bewildered as to which may be true." Quotes about mass. This quote relates to how in society everyone must be able to show an attitude, effecate something that makes them acceptable to a society. But even when trying to show what makes a person acceptable in society, they must also hide something or wear a mask over their true self. However, there does come a time when those who continue to hide themselves can no longer differentiate between the mask and what lies behind it. This can be known as the creation of a persona. What is a persona? The persona was first introduced by Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung, who defined the persona as a kind of mask designed on the one hand to make a definite impression upon others, and on other to conceal the true nature of the individual. Persona psychology and quote. The term persona can be best linked in today's society as character roles that are played by an actor. The word is derived from the Latin term of the same name, which referred to the masks worn by Etruscan mimes persona. An illustration from The Heart of Darkness of the boat sailing through the rivers of the Congo in Joseph Conrad's 1902 English novel The Heart of Darkness are a character by the name of a Mr. Kurtz. In terms of literature, the reader can see Kurtz most simply as he resembles the archetypal evil genius, the highly gifted but ultimately degenerate individual whose fall is the stuff of legends. Some other examples in literature of characters having a similar mindset to that of Kurtz being Faust from Paradise Lost, Dorian Gray from The Picture of Dorian Gray, and Heathcliff from Wuthering Heights. Like these characters, he is significant both for his style and eloquence and for his grandiose, almost megalomaniacal scheming. In a world of mundanely malicious men and flabby devils, attracting enough attention to be worthy of damnation is indeed something Art of Darkness Kurtz analyzes unquote. Who is Kurtz? Kurtz is as he appeared in the film Apocalypse Now. The transformation within Kurtz. As previously mentioned, Kurtz has been known to clearly exercise a powerful influence on the people in his life. In the story, Kurtz represents a normal, if motivated, man who realizes that he has to flourish in the interior of the Congo. He must use his skills in creating a persona, a mask that would make the people see him as a superior being, someone who can act as a divine ruler over these primitive people and bring them towards the proverbial light and development. The severed heads in front of Kurtz's home in the Congo. The famous final words of Kurtz before being silenced on his deathbed being, the horror, Conrad 351 page. Marlowe interprets this for his listeners, saying that these words are the moment Kurtz realizes exactly how depraved human nature is, that his inability to exert even a shred of self-control is the same darkness in every human heart. It can even be interpreted that Kurtz's final words were those of his newly enlightened true personality shining through to mention the horror of the mask of false divinity that humanity has made him create because of their intense desires and expectations. New York University student Diana Gargano writes, quote, The rape of the land, the consequences to the soul, the temptation of solitude were a dark challenge, constructing moral dilemmas. Kurtz discovered he was empty inside. His dying words, the horror displays what he was inside at the end act of darkness. Kurtz's last words in the film, Apocalypse now.